The fashion industry is one of the world's major polluting industries, with the fibers and ingredients used in fashion, as well as the production and distribution of fashion, have caused different forms of environmental pollution. However, second-hand goods are appealing to the masses, driven by climate-conscious Gen Z and millennial shoppers. Let's take a look at how charity shops are promoting sustainability. How do you think about sustainability?
So I think, like across the country and the world, obviously climate change is a big issue right now. Sustainability is really important. You know, that's one real advantage that we have here at this store and the store in Stockton, that we're stopping a huge amount of waste going to landfill. We get about 900 bags of donations a week, probably more now since that figure was worked out. It means that we can make sure that anything even that isn't going back into the stores to be sold can be utilised. We have a project called New Thread, which takes textiles that were destined for landfill and creates new high-end apparel, and we can sell that on as well. So we're constantly keeping in mind our impact on the environment and how we can be as sustainable and ethical as possible.
How do you define sustainable fashion?
So I think sustainable fashion means something different to everybody. I think that there's a lot of work around the slow fashion movement, not necessarily putting money back into fast fashion, pieces that don't last very long, or pieces that aren't made in a very sustainable, ethical way. But you know, sustainability to some people can mean coming to buy a piece of clothing and once they're finished with it, donating it back. It can be the same for books. It can be the same for furniture. So I think, and it depends on obviously people's how it fits with their affordability in terms of their income and what they can do. But we try and make it as easy as possible for our customers and the people who support us to be sustainable. Which is why we offer collections on large items. We make donation as easy as possible, and we obviously really appreciate all the support that we get in that aspect.
How do you think charity shops has contributed to sustainability?
I think charity shops can contribute to sustainability in a massive way. As we mentioned before, like making sure that pre-loved items are getting a new home and avoiding going to landfill. So that's, you know, the best that it can possibly be in terms of sustainability. And we're continuing to find new ways to make sure that our waste is handled effectively and appropriately. And for a lot of the part can sometimes be reused, or we make sure that it's going to the right places at the right time and having the best impact it can.
Do you have any advice for people?
So I would just really encourage everyone to come in and just see what we're about, because I think especially for the student community, there's a lot of treasures to be found if you're willing to look and you're willing to give us a chance.